This morning, I had a conversation with Chris Chua from Singapore. He provides us with a unique insight into Singapore's approach to support business and innovation. He describes the unique value of his company Operva.ai, providing customer value with drone inspection services, and he gives us his view concerning differences working for big companies and leading a startup company. Chris is a seasoned technology innovator and a true leader with over 17 years in smart city technologies and drone development. He co-founded Operva.ai to bridge technology gaps in the built environment using drones after spearheading tech strategies at Heron Air Bridge as CTO, and with a rich background, including roles at Continental Automotive, Nova Systems, and Singapore Technologies Aerospace. Chris holds multiple degrees, and he is also a certified drone pilot. So now, nothing else to say than enjoy the episode. So, a warm welcome and good afternoon, Chris. You are in Singapore, I'm in Regensburg, and I guess that both of us have sunshine. Is this correct?
Yes. Hi, Herman. Thank you for having me. Yeah, here is daytime over here, and it's very sunny day today. Yeah.
Wonderful. So, to start our session, I would like to go through a little exercise with you, where I give you a prompt and you answer spontaneously with one word, which just comes to mind. I mean, an example could be, I say animal and you answer lion. Understood? And okay
Sure.
for you? Okay, let's start. And it's only 5, 6, 7 words. Weekend.
Kids.
Singapore.
Merlion.
Startup.
Exciting.
Drones.
Fun.
Operva.ai.
Innovative.
Well done, Chris.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. So maybe a first question, which I have for you today, is related to Singapore's startup ecosystem. Singapore has gained a reputation for being a global hub for startups and innovation. In your experience, what factors contribute most to Singapore's success in nurturing startups and fostering innovation partnerships with leading global companies?
Yeah. Singapore has been very effective in connecting industry leaders with startups that offers innovative solutions to real-world challenges. So this matchmaking approach that Singapore adopt actually allows for direct problem solving and collaboration. Additionally, Singapore also offers a wide range of grants and support systems for startups. This actually is very crucial for fostering innovation. For example, we have actually tapped on grants that specifically for developing innovative solutions to industry challenges that are held by the government, which they help to matchmake industry players in the market, and also they offer extensive exposure for us to investors and industry players through exhibitions and engagement sessions. And they also support for expanding into overseas market, which as well as opportunities for testing new solutions. And all these factors actually help to create a very vibrant ecosystem that supports startups from ideation to commercialization.
So you touched already upon the issue concerning government and private sector collaboration, but maybe we can go a bit deeper still into it. So how do you see the role of government initiatives and policies in supporting startups in Singapore? And especially, how does this collaboration between the public and the private sectors impact, for instance, the ability of a startup like yours, Operva.ai, to innovate, and especially, and I think that's most important, to ultimately become commercial and scale?
Yeah, very, very good question. So government initiatives, I believe, plays a very pivotal role in supporting startups in Singapore. One program that I know of is called the Global Innovation Alliance, which is instrumental to help startup access overseas market, help them accelerate and expand their global footprint. Additionally, the government provides platforms for startups to test their products and services, which accelerates the commercialization. This collaboration between the public and private sectors significantly enhances the ability of startups like us to innovate, scale, and reach new markets.
Now, having worked in large corporations, I mean, you worked for large corporations, now you're the founder and CEO of a startup. What are the major differences you've encountered in terms of leadership, decision-making, culture between a big company and a startup environment?
Yeah, based on my experience in a startup, everything moves at a much faster pace. While decision making is more agile and it's easier to pivot when necessary. This fosters a culture of innovation and ownership. However, startups often lack the financial support in certain sense, the brand recognition and ready resources during the initial stage as compared to large corporations have. So building a brand and reputation takes time and access to resources is more limited. Nonetheless, the startup environment offers a dynamic and rewarding experience where every team member plays a critical role in the company's success.
And what have been some of the most significant challenges you faced as a founder and CEO of a startup? How do these challenges differ from those you encountered in a corporate role?
Yeah, one of the biggest challenges I face is balancing between work and family life. Since most of our work is done remotely, I find myself almost always on the clock, constantly checking emails and messages, and often working weekends. Yeah. So another challenge I had is the need to wear multiple hats, handling everything from technical tasks to sales and administrative tasks. Yeah. So this is quite different from a corporate role where responsibilities are more defined and there's more support available. Well, in a startup, we have to be very versatile and adaptable, ready to take on whatever role is needed at any given moment of time.
Now maybe we move to your company because I'm very, very interested. Yeah, I know already something about your company as you explained it to me, but what do you see as the unique value proposition of Operva.ai? Yeah, I mean, Operva.ai is making waves in the drones inspection space. What do you believe is unique about your company's approach to drones inspection and data analytics that somehow sets you apart in the market, is a differentiator in the market?
Yeah. What you see on our website in general is our drones solution, our software solution, our AI solution that is our unique value proposition. But one thing I really believe that really sets us apart from other companies is our dedicated customer support and the high quality of our software and services. Yeah, we are very earnest. We focus on helping our clients complete their jobs on time, more safely and efficiently. We often hear our customers commend us for our responsiveness and the comprehensiveness of our inspection. So we prioritize providing values to our clients through detailed, actionable data and consistent support throughout their whole projects.
I mean, I already mentioned the topic scaling. And I guess that is your biggest topic of all. And as Operva.ai grows, how do you approach forming partnerships with global companies? I mean, that's also today an opportunity, yeah, in the context of this interview, yeah, to get to be known even more than you are already, and maybe some companies will approach you. What strategies do you employ to ensure these partnerships are mutually beneficial and drive innovation forward?
Our approach to forming partnerships globally is centered around solving real-world problems, where we seek out partners who complement with our solution and add value to our offerings. So, give you an example, we collaborate with a local drone pilot company overseas, integrating their expertise with our software solution so that we could provide a comprehensive service. Well, this strategy ensures that partnerships are not only mutually beneficial, but also drive innovation by leveraging each partner's strengths.
And what is the vision for the future? I mean, looking ahead, yeah, where do you see Operva.ai in the next 5 to 10 years? How do you envision the company evolving in terms of technology, market presence, and contribution to the broader drones and startup ecosystem?
In the next 5 to 10 years, I see us becoming a leader in the drone inspection industry, expanding our services globally. We plan to continue innovating our software solution, particularly in the digital twin space for inspection. By sharing our knowledge and expertise, we aim to contribute significantly to the broader drones and startup ecosystem, driving technological advancements and setting new standards in our industry.
So if I would ask you for advice, I would be someone working for a big company, and I'm thinking about building my own startup. Would you say, yes, let's do it? Or would you say, no, don't do it? Or what would be the conditions that you would say, yes, let's do it?
So there are several multiple factors that that one has to consider. First, I'll think that depending on your stage of your life whether are you a fresh graduate or are you at a mid-career, or married, not married. So the status of your current family life also plays a part. I strongly believe that family support is very important during this journey for the startup. So that's one area to look at in terms of family and your current financial support for setting the startup. Because truly, really, setting a startup or having a startup is very glorified front, but in the back is there's a lot of hurdles and a lot of tough decision things that you have to make during this journey. So be prepared for it. It's not an easy journey. And the other area I would consider is whether you have the right team to start the startup with, right? I would say that the perfect match or perfect team will be a domain expert, a technology expert, as well as a business and sales expert, right? If you have at least these three to begin with, I think this will be a very perfect team to start the startup. So this will be the advice that I'll give to anyone who would like to start a startup.
And if there's a company who thinks about maybe establishing a branch in Singapore, do you have any advice to such a company how to do this? Is there? I mean, it seems to me, and you mentioned it already at the beginning of our talk, yeah, that Singapore is very inviting to startup companies, but also I think to big companies here who are already very well established. I mean, what is your advice? How to be successful in Singapore as a company? How could a company enter Singapore?
Okay, so are you referring to large corporations, or are you referring to startups coming to Singapore?
Maybe we start with large corporations and then we go to startups, or you can answer for both. Yeah, if there's a difference, which I would find already quite interesting.
Yeah. So actually, recently, government just have this initiative. It's called the Corporate Venture Launchpad. There's something that I just read the news recently that the Economic Development Board in Singapore actually have this launchpad for large corporations to tap on this initiative that they can foster partnership with startups in Singapore. If let's say they like to create new ventures into new products or new areas, I think this is one initiative that large corporation can tap on. For startups to come into Singapore, I think one key advantage that we have is our geographic location, the talents that Singapore has. I think these are the two areas that startups founder that when they come to Singapore, I think these are the areas that they can tap on in the Singapore. Yeah.
And maybe to come to a close of our session, yeah, I know you from the time where you worked for a European company. What did you appreciate most working for a European company? Is there something where you say, I mean, that was really special for me, that I really admired, I loved it. Yeah. Is there something you have there in mind spontaneously?
Yeah. Just first thing when you mentioned about this question, the first thing that comes in my head is the genuine advice and very upfront criticism or upfront advice that I hear from the European colleagues, our counterparts in Germany. Yeah, so whenever we pitch ideas and share our solution, I love to hear advice from you, from Frank. Yeah, the comments that you all give are very genuine and very ways to improve in our pitch deck, our solution, our product. Yeah, so I this is something that I really appreciate working in European company. Yeah.
No, thank you very much, Chris. And maybe we close the conversation with these words. I would really like to thank you for this interview because I was so much looking forward to it. Yeah, not only because I consider us friends, yeah, but also because I was so curious about your insights with respect to Singapore and with respect to your company Operva.ai. And now I think we all know a bit more about Singapore, yeah, the opportunities. For me, it's the nation of opportunities. And we also learned about Operva.ai and invite anybody, yeah, who would like to go a bit more into the business concerning drones and inspection, yeah, to contact you. Maybe someone does, yeah. But it was worthwhile anyways, yeah. So thank you very much, Chris, and I wish you a good continuation of the day. Now it's afternoon for you. You're closer to the weekend than that I am, yeah. But I wish you all the best. Thank you very much,
Thank
Chris.
you. Thank you, Herman.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.